We'll be going over the full patch changes tomorrow. So... Oh yeah, people are definitely always driven by nostalgia. That is definitely true. That being said, like I said, we do agree that the visibility and fun sort of factor of viewing the spells this set have been worse, right? Like, I've talked about this on stream before. Malphite is a worse Sejuani as far as excitement goes, even though they do basically the same thing. Hey, thanks SG Rakan. Yeah, Light ended up a little strong this patch, but overall it was still a good patch. Why is there only 3 comps viable every patch? That's literally not true, so... But I appreciate the exaggeration. How many champions will come to set 2 before set 3 starts? No more. Just give Malphite permanent mage buff and he'll be just as flashy? God, yeah. Am I ever going to CS with the boys? I'm not really a Counter-Strike person, DXN. I played the Rumble game with you guys. I'll play other games. I'm just not a big Counter-Strike person. It'd be embarrassing to watch me try. Ornn got buffed. His spell's a lot better. How am I approaching hitting Light? Well, here. Let's start with one of the obvious ones. And actually, this seems like we're going to be running Light, so I'm actually going to hard commit to this since it's PBE. How am I hitting Light? So Vayne got an attack speed nerf. Light 3 got a buff, but 6 got a nerf and 9 got a nerf. Yorick got a bunch of nerfs. So... Patch rundown is tomorrow. Your thoughts on Legend of Runeterra? Will you or did you have any say or actions involved in the design creation of the game? Nope. I had nothing to do with Legends of Runeterra. So... I think I played it like a couple times early in beta. That's about it. Oh god. This was a mistake. Vayne's just pumping up the Maokais. That's funny. But as far as my thoughts on the game, I think it's a very, very beautiful card game. Very beautiful card game. And every time I see that game, I'm like, I wish TFT had that kind of resources to look that good. Because holy shit, that game looks good. Yeah, Ananda actually worked on Legends of Runeterra, so you could ask him questions. Am I worried about the Light 3 buff? I remember the reason it was nerfed a while back was because it was easy to jam Light Talisman on a Zed and get a late game monster. Honestly, I think if Light 3 is used over Light 6, we will be in a healthier state. One of the things we've been struggling with this set is that 6-piece comps need to be viable, but 3-piece comps generate more innovation. So... our goal is that like a 6-piece comp should be 95% as effective as a more creative 3-piece comp. Right now we haven't really hit that, so we still have some work to do in that area. Yep, patch rundown tomorrow. How much do I sleep / what's my general productivity strategy? It seems like you're always yeah. Let's just say I'm probably not the best example of a work-life balance. Every time my OBS tells me I dropped frames, I feel bad for you guys and feel sorry. What is a champion design this set that I am most and least proud of? Oh god, this set? I think Nami was a good design, especially for how much we struggled. Because we actually tested like every Nami spell. We tried Bubble, we tried Heal, we tried Wave, and I think Wave got to a good spot. So probably Nami, just because of the progress it took. As far as least proud of, and I'm biased on this, Zed. I had my misgivings about Zed before we launched. My misgivings ended up being right. I wish I would have set my foot down a little bit more on Zed, but I said moron. Maokai least proud? Nah, Maokai was meant to be boring. He's a 1 cost. When deciding strategies this set, what makes you decide 2-4-6 versus 3-6? Just because I think Summoners Mages would see more play at 4 if that was a possibility. I think that's fair. Honestly, the set designer kind of looks at what they want people to put on the board and how that's all going to work. Yeah, I know that's not the most satisfying answer, but basically it's a give and take. If it's too easy to hit a 2-piece, or the power budget of that 2-piece wouldn't be satisfying. For example, if we ran 2 Mage with the double cast paradigm, it would probably have to be like 20% chance to double cast, which is really awkward and weird. You know, 2-piece light would basically be 5% attack speed, because it's so easy to hit. Everyone is running an Assassin or Druids this game, and it is wrecking me. Do you look at creating the synergies first for the units or the spells? Usually it's the synergies. Like, the way our set designer does it is he sets up all the synergies and the units that will be in those synergies, and then from there we start to design what cost they'll be, what's their role in any particular team. So for example, let's say we were designing light today, we would arrange all the skins and go, here's all the light ones, and we're going to use this as a 1 cost, this is a 2, and then we would start to go, okay, based on Nasus being a 1 cost, what should his spell be? Based on Yorick being a 5 cost, what should his spell be? Fun fact, the first version of Yorick, his spell was a passive that just said, your team, whenever they die, make a ghoul. Turns out that was real strong. Hey, Blevins, welcome back. When are we releasing the phone version? Early March. We're almost there. Yeah, with these Vayne nerfs, Vayne is so much slower to get off the ground. Oh god, she's so slow. Yeah, like I said, first version of Yorick was Yorick as a passive. Will TFT have a competitive scene? Yes. We actually have a person in charge of it now. They're starting to do talks with people. It is starting to happen. Woohoo! Vayne's base, you can't see it here because I have attack speed items on her, but her base attack speed went from 0.75 to 0.7. So she's now like the worst ranger by far. And it may not sound like a lot, but base attack speed nerfs hit hard because that means every attack speed item on them is now significantly less valuable. So, what was the thought process behind keeping some units very similar to their set 1 design? It was mostly for familiarity and ramping, so like, if you were playing before, you might be like, everything's changed, but at least I know how Vayne works. And so you would be excited to like know how some of the things work. And even in the next set, we will definitely have, we've been calling them reprints, there will definitely be more reprints. Oh my god, these frames! I am tilted that I am losing frames for you guys. It makes me very sad. Will Nocturne get his old attack speed? No, but he did get an AD buff this patch. When considering units to bring from set 1 to set 3, how much did you want to make them similar to their earlier versions? Very similar. Because again, if they're not similar, they're not a reprint, right? Like, let's say, for example, we were going to reprint, I don't know, Kennen. If Kennen had a very different spell, it'd be like, well, this is different. This isn't the Kennen I remember. We want people to remember and be excited to use the thing that is a reprint. What's my favorite mini legend? Right now it's Kiki because she has the best taunt. Though I will say we've started testing the next batch of little legends, and there is a new S tier in that group. One of the new little legends basically has like the best taunt, and it's our favorite so far internally. Is there going to be another spoiler season to slowly reveal units? I believe our publishing plan is a little different this time. So I know it's about to kick up though. Have y'all considered a champ that rotates through multiple skills? Yes, I think that'd be a good idea. Yes, that is a bug. Now it's fixed. I hope it's a Poro and a Drake costume. That'd be cute. Are you bringing back hyper carries like Draven and Jinx? Yes, we are. Are you guys working on set 4 already? Not yet. Right now we're really hardcore focused on getting set 3 out the door. The next set out the door. Was Kennen 5-cost electric instead of Zed considered? No, it wasn't considered. Zed was one of those champions that the set designer was definitely like, I want to make this thing. I think that was in the very first draft of the set. I mean, Yorick's what we want. That's like half of a GA Yorick. Why don't they make more commercials of mini legends? The one from China was beautiful. I agree. I agree. Were there some design that were scrapped that you really wished you would have added? Yes, but I can't really talk about them because we might use them again. How hard is it for you to play all these different versions of the game all the time? It's hard. We're also into... This happened last set also, but it's starting to happen now, where it's becoming harder and harder for me to play Rise of the Elements, because we've been playing the new one at the office, and it's like half the time I'd rather be playing that or getting excited and trying all that stuff out. So that is an Inferno Lux and a Singed that I feel like are bait. Oh god, I'm pretty sure this is bait. Might as well GA the Yorick now. Yeah, you're right. I have the... You are right. Bam. Now, Yorick was substantially nerfed, so my hope is I don't win this game, to be honest, but we'll see. It is a PvE game with people that aren't at the same skill level, so we'll see. Can we put in Aatrox over Leona? Yeah, that's probably worth it at this point. Feels bad getting a Nikos in the first 3 rounds, even off Wolves. Just kind of sits on the bench. It also feels bad getting Spats off Dragon. So, okay, so if you're getting a Nico in the first 3 rounds and you're letting it sit there, that's on you. You should be using it early. You know, you've made the decision to hold that for a 4 and 5 cost. That's on you. I would recommend using it on a 3 cost and getting a win streak and a win advantage, but... That being said, I think we can do some things to make that a little more clear. That should be the thing you can do. As far as the spatula items off Dragon, same kind of thing. We made them significantly less, so we're pretty happy with where they're at right now. Not saying we couldn't change it completely, but like I said, right now we're pretty happy. Have you set 3-star Ashe since the changes? I got to try her about a week ago, and it's pretty broken if you can hit it. Why would you nerf Yorick as a unit? It's lights that are making him broken. I don't agree with that. And you can't really look at a trait and a champ independently, right? Like, yes, light makes Yorick broken, but like he's a light unit. In fact, he was designed to be the cornerstone of light. What makes Yorick broken? He just generates a lot of effective HP for an army. Right now on live, basically every time he casts, he generates 2,400 effective health for your team through 3 ghouls. When each of those ghouls dies, they're healing their entire team for 240 health, and giving his entire team 35% attack speed per ghoul. So yeah, it's just really powerful effect when you think of it like that. Yeah, honestly, to be honest, I'm worried I didn't nerf Yorick enough. Did I see Scar's clip where a guy got Yorick 3 and 4-1? Yeah, that was a little nutty. Little nutty. Be nice if the nerf affected other non-light comps, but he still needed a nerf even to light. I mean, so the exact nerf is... He gained 50 HP. That's not a nerf. His mana cost went up 10. That's a nerf. He now... 1-star Yorick actually technically got a small buff in that he spawns 3 ghouls instead of 2. But they're less health. And then 2-star Yorick went from 2,400 health to 2,100 health. And like I said, I'm a little worried that's not enough. Are we hiring junior UX or game designers for the TFT team? The way we do hiring at Riot is like, TFT doesn't have a specific hiring, it's league. So you'll never see a TFT position listed, it'll always be a league position. Yeah, like I said, I'm worried, because like I said, 6 light is now less powerful, because I'm getting 5% less attack speed. Vayne is less powerful. Yorick is less powerful and harder to cast. But I'm actually worried that's still not enough. Imagine being a R League of Legends user looking for work at Riot only to be put on the TFT team. Are you saying that's a punishment, Nibura? Is Lucian buffed on PBE? Yes, Lucian is buffed. Oh, you want to see a cool change, by the way? I like this change a lot. Yep, no more teleport back. It's a nice quality of life change we got in. Alright, this is troll, but I want to do it. Oh, Yorick, where are you? Why no more spat on carousel? Basically, the game is about adapting to random situations, and spat being on basically every carousel is not random. It's too predictable, and it was allowing people to hard force comps that are supposed to be rare and unique. Like the fact that Blademaster Azir, Blademaster Nocturne, Light Azir were all things that were like literally you could force is not okay. So we're going to try testing no spatulas on carousels so that you can't force those comps. And then if you happen to see a spatula, you can adapt, react to it, and go from there. There's the Yorick. Yeah, we also cleaned up Lucian's tooltip, so it's easier to understand. You talked about a slowdown period for card games between content drops. Because of this, have you thought about shortening the time between sets? I don't think we can shorten the time between entire sets. That being said, I'm discussing with Dax an alternative strategy that I think could have a similar effect. So... how is everyone going to get a Fawn? I mean, you can still drop spatulas. Honestly, I feel like increased official community tournaments would be healthy. I also agree with that, and that's coming. Speaking of spatulas, hey, we got a spatula. Hey, oh, that was gold. Damn. Okay, well, we can make a Berserker or Mage. We don't want to do either of those, so... actually, wait, is there a way to get Berserker? No, there's no way to get Berserker in. I think this is the play. Blademaster? Oh. Yeah, you're right. Good call. That's a good call. Is the fact that LeBlanc is the only ranged assassin to set deliberate? Yes, it was deliberate. That being said, I'm more convinced now than ever that like 5 melee units as a comp is really hard to make work. And so, like, we'll be trying to make sure there are more ranged units moving forward. Why didn't I mana bug? Because I'm a cheater. I'm not a cheater. And I'm going to win this game anyway, because I might not have nerfed Light enough. So... I think I might have to pull one more big play on Light. Might need to hotfix that. Have you ever considered increasing the amount of challenger slots in NA and lowering the number of GM slots in order to encourage people to actually climb the ladder? I feel like it's supposed to actually be the opposite, where like challenger is supposed to be really exclusive, and you should grind to get up to that. But that being said, I'd be curious to ask more challenger players what they thought. Oh yeah, I got great... like, this is a really good Light comp, but I'm, like, not even close to losing any fights, so... and again, Vayne as a carry, 2-star Vayne as a carry isn't really acceptable. Like, this isn't even close. Yeah, see, I've heard challengers actually want the pool to be much smaller, but... For April Fool's Day, they could introduce BMO and Beekeeper Singed for the honey buff, because victory is sweet. I love it. I love it, that's great. Is this a normal game? Well, it's PvE, so yes, because I'm on PvE. This isn't even a live game. Keck. See, now it's a random situation that I can adapt to. In this case, my adaptation is get stronger. I adapted! Woohoo! Heard an interesting way of nerfing lights from someone today, making the Yorick minions not give full light stats on death and instead give something like 30-40%. I would say from a design standpoint that's way too like specific and hard-coded, basically. Like, how would players understand that that's the case? So I'm not sure I would want to make that change. Sell Vayne, keep Jax, give Yi Rageblade? Nah. I mean, that'd be fun. Which might be worth doing, because having fun is fun. Okay. Like... I mean... Ugh. The reason Nikos felt bad early was you're not getting gold an item early, which is a huge advantage, but you're right, it's a choice to hold on to, but it's tough to make a comp. Like I said, I think if you get a Neeko early, you have to specifically choose what you're targeting. Like, I would personally grab an Ezreal or a Kindred as soon as possible, Neeko the shit out of it, and run over that early game. Light Singed? Lol. Ay, 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 ay. Who wants this? Tell you what, Karma. What does Nocturne do in an Assassin comp since Kha'Zix, Zed are usually the carries? So Nocturne is actually supposed to be sort of a more tank part of the Assassin comp. He can use Steel to not die instantly. And then he also has the health regen. Oh, the Teryx might actually do some work here. Just kidding. This wasn't even close. Oh, lights. Ah! Yeah, well, this is why we test. Close game.